Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, we had some interesting characters up here today. We had Nicolina. We had Brett from the settlement. And we had 303, right? Come on now. Come on. We had some people up here, people. And we had people like, good God, man, how do you pull? And it's going to get more and more. Wait till you see our celebrity guest that comes in. This is going to get awesome.
Well, you're at war with my girlfriend's best friend.
Wait a minute. Who is your girl? Okay, so first off, you know, this is a different community side of it. Brett, I've heard about you. Who is your girlfriend and who is her best friend?
My girlfriend's name is Tina, and her best friend is apparently one of your adversaries, Nicolina.
One of my adversaries.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, Nicolina ain't really my adversary no more.
Well, then maybe I spoke too soon, sir.
It's changed, man. I mean, I'm telling you, it's been crazy.
Well, you're kind of a polarizing figure to these niggas, son.
I don't know what it is, man. I mean, I guess, buddy.
So, another problem I have is one of your best friends is currently going at me.
Oh, my God. And who's that?
Your buddies with Robert Thayer, right?
No.
Tyron Bird is your friend. That's what he's been saying.
No, that is not my friend.
Whoa. He's saying he's sending you nudes of Katie and all kind of shit.
Dude, I have no Bird. That you talk about the wings I clipped? No, I don't. No. I'm no friend with Bird.
I think you're playing me now. Are you trying to fuck with me? Is that what this is?
I would never do you that way. I never do you that way.
I thought you and Bird are boys, son.
No. Hey, Raylan, what the hell is this?
I just came up to say that Brett, that's not true. Ernie's my best friend, and I'm his best friend, and he's not best friends with Bird. That can't be true. He can only have one best friend.
Okay.
That's
cool.
Bye.
Fair enough.
Bye. She's my campaign manager when I'm running for governor.
Dude, so you're still doing the whole governor thing?
I'm going to win.
All right. So what about what was that other asshole's name? It's like Billy Downlow or whatever, the gay guy.
You talking about Bradley Inlow? Brad Inlow?
Yeah. Billy Downlow. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that dude. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I know some people. Brad's not everybody's cup of tea. He says some fucking off the wall shit, right? Just like when I used to hang out in Brett's. Brett said some off the wall shit, but sometimes he could be funny. But when he got too bad, I would just leave, right? And then it got to be way too bad, and I just quit going. Like, I like being able to go where the fuck I want.
I mean, yeah, that's another story.
He seems like he loves the cockson. Like,
dude,
can't get enough of it.
Exactly.
I mean, it's 2025. Enjoy what you enjoy, type thing. But I remember when he was pro you.
So now that you're out, if you're going to be around, there's a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to go stream about and do, yada, yada, yada. And I believe that the haters wouldn't like it if we've been talking about signing you to Crack 40 TV for 3 fucking months. And we were going to come and do it first. When you called me that day you was getting out, I tried to get up there. You can ask my whole chat. We was going to come and get you. If we hadn't been for getting busy with DC, we was probably going to try to sign you to this YouTube channel, and with the locked in agreement of if you produce the content, you get paid and advancement and everything. Because the people love the mayor, don't get me wrong. They love the mayor of the streets. But the Tiger, hey, he's been at this longer than me. And Ernie, well, a Tiger cult is really a Tiger cult. And you have a fucking following, whether they love you or whether they hate you. Let's see what we got right now. 96.
And then not so pro you,
Good morning, motherfuckers. Okay, now listen. Somebody go over and tell that dumb son of a bitch for people come on in. Well, it's March 1st now. Where's his team? Where's his website, by God? Where's his whatever out he was saying was coming today? He kept saying, wait till March 1st. Wait till March 1st. Crack 40 TV is officially separated once again from Ernie Shell.
Well, it's because Angelo's sending him air fryers and free books and DoorDash and chicken fingers and wings and all that.
Wait, is that the Angelo guy that writes the fake AI books and then reviews them on Amazon? Is that guy?
Yes, that's the guy who, yes, exactly, that's him.
Wow. You have a list of enemies, man.
Man, I have about 5 enemies, and they all use different counts and make it more than what it is, to be honest with you.
What's the root of it, though? Why did they hate you?
Man, I think it's because, if you look at it, let's take it apart, Brett. Let's take 303. Right. Let's take 303. Let's take Bird. Let's take Brad Inlow. Let's take Katie. Let's take them all, the Jimbo. Let's take the rest of them. Let's put them in a big old, and let's take Mama T. Let's take and put them in a big old huge bucket, and let's shake them up. We're shaking them up, okay? They're getting shook up right now. And all of a sudden, we just let them out there. And they start spinning and going around in circles. Every single one of them has something to do with a child predator. Did you know that?
I do know that.
Is that wild? Is that wild how every time you shake these people up, something with it, either they're a predator simp, a rapist simp, or something like that. I mean, look at Mama T's father. Lord God. And look at poor Mama T herself. Have you seen who Mama T is?
Wait, so Mama T, that's the one that looks like a transgender Kid Rock from Timu, right?
This right here. She looks like she was bought off Wish.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at her real close, she favors this thing. You see that, bro?
She looks like a trans Kid Rock to me.
Oh, yeah, right there especially. She does look like a trans Kid Rock. She really does.
Yeah.
Especially that photo right there. And if you look at this one, she looks like an orangutan.
An orangutan that people wouldn't throw peanuts at, though. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't know of that orangutan.
Exactly. I'm telling you.
So, all these people hate you, though.
Well, they do hate me, and I don't know why, but they hate me.
That's what I'm asking. Why?
I just told you, man, because every one of them has something to do with a rapist or a child predator.
See, so now two of my, I guess what you would call biggest ops, or whatever the kids are using these days, Bird, Robert Thayer, and 303, David Archibald.
Right.
So 303 has recently been convicted of child and animal abuse, right?
I'm the news, and I'm bringing the news out. 303 had court as we know it. The verdict was in yesterday. The court has not updated its files yet, so I can't pull up the file information, but he was convicted on all but one charge. I don't have any other information, but I wanted to just bring that to you guys first. It's sad. It's unfortunate. They will be appealing it. He will be sentenced in April. He's an auditor for a minute, but then he kind of just, if you've seen his videos and stuff, and this is my opinion, he definitely towed the line when it came to challenging the police and aggravating, irritating the police and making their jobs a little more difficult than they needed to be. There are videos of him instigating the police, and it, that didn't really benefit that situation. And but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, he's convicted of that. I've seen that in Colorado, correct?
Yeah. So he's being sentenced on June 3rd. He'll be sentenced for those crimes.
June 3rd. You know, I wonder if the news is going to cover that.
Oh my God, no. They'll never cover that. Oh, look, here's one of your other friends, Squids. That's a big Blame Katie and Evil Ghost fan.
Oh my God, talking about an evil ghost. Didn't he get separated from his children for some accusations?
It's just crazy to me. And you would think that if that situation happened, the buck stops there with you, right? Like, children are completely off limits at that point. It doesn't matter what anyone else around you does. When it comes to you, you're only responsible for what comes out of your mouth. And at that point, I would have shut the fuck up ever talking about anyone's children.
Bird was a real friend.
Brother, I appreciate that. I think the thing is, and that you've seen what happened, is that you were powerless, right? Like, I mean, literally, you were powerless.
100%. I was removed from the home, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. If you're unsure of what exactly went down, I was removed from the home. My children was taken away from me because of the investigation. My able to stay in the home, but he had. I was gone. That's what I'm saying. I lost my children. I lost them because you, whoever you are out there, not pointing fingers, but as a community, you know who you are. You set the seed to make that call. I'm not kidding at all, Darlene. God's honest truth. The individual stated to me that, well, sir, we're going to need you to leave the home. And I broke down and said, are you kidding me right now? Because you're getting ready to take away my life. The reason I wake up every single morning is for those children.
I think beyond that, Ghost, like, I remember specifically, like, you're like, what the fuck am I going to do? Like, sleep in my fucking car at work? Like, am I just going to stay at the shop?
I'm going to do something that I didn't plan on talking about tonight, but I'm going to talk about it because it's on my mind. So, Ghost and Peachy. I'm going to try and say this as nicely as I can, but there's really not a way to say it nicely. So no matter how I go about it, I'm going to be painted as an asshole. But to the people who actually have, rational fucking trains of thought and are adults and conduct themselves as adults and think on a different, mature level, you'll understand. So back when Ghost and Peachy first had their CPS call.
This happened. The CPS and 3 police officers showed up here 9:30 p.m. And it just, I forgot where I was going with that. What was I saying? That took me off track.
Showed up.
Yeah, they showed up at 9:30 at night.
It's literally almost dark outside. The kids are getting ready to lay down for the night. And I hear a knock on the door. And, Pete doesn't answer, and there's, a CPS worker and three police officers standing at my door.
I talked with Ghost the night that he was supposedly kicked out of his house. I talked with Ghost for about 7 or 8 hours. Okay? Tracking me? Talked with him that whole night. Supposedly he was at work. I can't confirm or deny if that was the case, but I do not believe that he was asked to leave his home. If he was, it was a suggestion, not an order, because you need a court order for something like that. And me, looking at that situation, no. I wouldn't have left my house. There's no way you're going to tell me to leave my family. Not unless there is a court order and handcuffs waiting for me if I don't comply. And even then, I'd probably say put them fucking handcuffs on me because you're not taking me away from my children. Period.
100%. I was removed from the home, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. If you're unsure of what exactly went down, I was removed from the home. My children was taken away from me because of the investigation.
Stay in the home, but he had.
I was gone. That's what I'm saying. I lost my children. I lost them because whoever you are out there, not pointing fingers, but as a community, you know who you are. You set the scene to make that call. I'm not kidding at all, Darlene. God's honest truth. The individual stated to me that, well, sir, we're going to need you to leave the home. And I broke down and said, are you kidding me right now? Because you're getting ready to take away my life. The reason I wake up every single morning is for those children.
I think beyond that goes, like, I remember specifically, like, you're like, what the fuck am I going to do? Like, sleep in my fucking car at work? Like, am I just going to stay at the shop and fucking just, keep working on these machines? Like, and I remember how stressed you were about it, man. And it fucking killed me because, like, I know what you were going through, dude, like, from personal experiences.
And I told Ghost, what you should do, and I don't typically do this, but it was friendly advice in a very fucked up situation, so I did offer a bit of fucking advice on it. And what I said to him is what I said to a lot of other people when they started getting this real life shit. Walk the fuck away. Get the fuck off the YouTube. You are willing participants in this fuckery. And I'll tell you right now, like, my circumstances are a lot different than a lot of other people's. Like, I don't have kids. I don't have a family. I got my boyfriend, but, he's his own man. But what I told Ghost and Peachy was just get the fuck away from this shit. Like, and don't get me wrong, they didn't say anything online about the report because we wanted to take the wind out of Nicolina's sails, and whoever actually did it, we don't know. We have no idea who did it, nor will we ever. And that's, a fucked up thing, but that's the way it is. But I told them specifically, you guys are doing this to yourselves. As parents, you are doing this to yourself.
So I have to personally thank Bird for being there for me in this time. Bird was a real friend.
But I appreciate that. I think the thing is, and that you've seen what happens, is that you were powerless, right? Like, I mean, literally, you were powerless.
There's a saying in the program, after we work our fourth and our fifth step, we go over it and we start to see that our problems are of our own making. We make our own problems. And Bird, you causing as much trouble as you are in the community, if you think that people that are just fucking psychopathic, more so than yourself, I mean, true psychopaths, like actual, people that I wouldn't want to fuck with, if you think that shit, that blowback won't take place again, you're just being an asshole. You're being a selfish and self-centered asshole going live on Ghost and Peachy's fucking channel and just being a complete and utter fool.
Well, from what I understand, Ernie, is Ghost and that fat, disgusting, smelly pussy cunt that he's married to, Peachy.
You talking about the cow that he walks across the road and the bell rings?
The one that they have an agreement that she can only say no to sex once every 28 days. That girl?
Yeah, okay.
Right? That girl. Yeah. They made up a story and said that their children had to be forensically examined.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
Go ahead.
You do understand, in order for a child to be forensically examined, there has to be some sort of proof, not a tooth, but a proof, right?
But not an accusation from a random stranger, right?
No. That would never, ever happen. You see, an accusation is just what it is. It's hearsay. Am I correct?
It's an accusation.
That's all it is. That's all it is. But to them to be examined, and this come from their own mouth, correct?
100% from the mother's mouth.
Brad, are you kidding me?
Less.
Then that means something had to happen. There had to be something called reasonable suspicion or probable cause. Wouldn't you agree with that?
I would agree with, and let me know if you agree with this, Ernie, that there would have to be such a history of that type of thing to where that state would deem necessary an intrusive act like that. Would you agree with that?
It would fall into negligence and endangerment and all that.
But just for the state to go, you know what? We're gonna have to open these kids up and look inside.
I literally can't believe Brett made himself look so stupid by saying that a forensic interview means that my children had to go into a room and be opened up.
You have to understand, these are very, very low vibrational, uneducated people that have no shame. And they just lie and they live for it. But at the end of the day, who goes to bed with a clear conscience?
Yes,
Who goes to bed happy, relaxed? Who wakes up with a clear conscience? Who wakes up not worrying about what the next person's doing, how unsuccessful they are compared to the next person, how miserable they are? thinking about what they could have done in their lives, what they missed out on, how did they get here, what are they doing with themselves. Like, we don't feel that way. We wake up and we do shit. Whether it's like being a mother, whether it's going to work, whether it's being a celebrity like Beyonce, whether it's being, you know what I mean? Like, we have things in our lives that are rewarding, that are satisfying, and give us an identity, give us something, a purpose, okay? We have shit, and they don't have that. They're stagnant, stuck sewage. We remain high vibrational. We elevate, okay? We elevate our thinking, our minds. We don't have to go gutter and lie about anybody because it's too fun to tell the truth. That's also why I love YouTube so much. We tell the truth, and that gets us in more trouble than the liars. It's so weird and backwards, but yes, all that shit is not true.
That's a different thing, right?
Oh my God.
A forensic examination, Ernie.
Wow.
That's a different thing, right?
That is a different thing. I mean, oh my God, that's wow. I've never heard that before. Never heard that. That's wild.
That's children being violated in a way they should never be violated.
That's what that is. That is exactly what that is.
So with that being said, the kids, they did have their forensic interview. The case was basically immediately closed as soon as they walked out of the door, which then I could, then in turn see the kids again. Basically, as soon as they walked out the door, Peach called me on the phone. I had come home. I'd worked that night. So I was here already awake, waiting. Peach calls me and tells me, the case was instantly closed. It's a sigh of relief.
So here's the kicker, Ernie. It was all fake. It was all a lie. It was all made up.
Wow. But what did they gain from that, Brett?
Let me tell you. Little fucking Ghost and Bird grifted up a little over $1,200. So Ghost could go stay at a motel while his children were violated in the worst way possible.
Wow.
You want to know an even better part, Ernie?
Yeah, let me hear it.
As soon as the money was raised, that live was deleted.
We don't talk about kids. We don't talk about CPS. That shit sucks.
Somebody in Camp Mean Girl made this call.
It was outed. It was dropped.
So you might have seen Peach say in chat that we're going to give this to Constance. She's going to put it in a playlist. Peach is going to release it on her channel. I'm also going to release it on my channel.
Now everybody else needs to do the fucking same. So
you're telling me that they did this on live, kind of like a cash grab, a real fast thing, like a fly-by-night operation.
I hope you're outraged enough to give us your money, and then we're going to delete this once we hit our goal.
But let me ask you a question. Did it happen to be around Christmas time?
I would have to defer to other people with that because I don't know the exact timeline. If anyone from that side of the street could verify around when it was, because I know the Christmas before that, Ernie, was we can't afford to get our children anything. Please buy our things for our Christmas.
Oh my God.
That was the year before.
Wow.
I don't know if that happened that year.
Oh my God.
It's a little fucked up, right?
I can't believe that. I can't believe that at all. No, Sidekick, you're allowed to stay in here. I just want you to pay attention. You need to pay attention. You need to open your eyes. That's all I ask of you. Go ahead there, Brett. Keep on going. See, I didn't know nothing about these people. But I did see that Bird was making a tour. It was calling the fly around Bird and trying to fight people.
Yeah, the pull-up thing.
The pull-up thing, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so what he did there is he's very angry at myself, this gentleman known as AC, the shit show, and this other fella known as Tonic the Fox.
Right.
And he then proclaimed to the internet that he was going to go, and I quote, beat the shit out of all of us.
Damn.
And instead of pulling up on me, instead of pulling up on AC in Texas, he chose to pull up, and I love my buddy Tonic, but he chose to pull up on the least threatening male voice on YouTube.
Well, I mean, so is your Ollie. Let's see it. All right, well, let's see it. I mean, I don't ride skateboards, so that's not a surprise. Yeah, that's not a surprise. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go knock on a few of your neighbors' doors. I'm gonna get to just informing them a little bit about. Go to my neighbors and harass them. No. I'm just gonna inform them about what you've been doing online. I should definitely go. I mean, sure. Like, if you want to talk to authorities about me spreading awareness, like, yeah, I mean, that's fair. Yeah. A bunch of harassment videos. The
pizza dude, right?
Yeah,
Tonic. Yeah, okay, yeah, the Tonic the Fox. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It kind of rhymes with Sonic, so Sonic, tonic,
Yep.
Yeah,
and he pulled up on him, knowing he's not that kind of guy.
I seen the video, and that's where he actually aggravated assaulted because he had a phone in his hand when he was doing it. That can be used as a weapon. You can hit somebody with a phone if you need to. But that was assault like 3 or 4 different times, smacking his face.
Prove a damn thing. All he proved is he's willing to go completely off the rails and show up at somebody's house, put his hands lovingly on their face, and then leave.
I mean, I think he proved more than that, but
stepping on his board and stuff, causing him about to fall off.
Well, so that's what bugged me, Ernie, was the whole smacking my friend in the face. Like he went slap, 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 like you would to a kid. You know what I mean?
It's like what prisoners do to less prisoners in jail.
Different thing. I think that's a different level of aggression, Ernie.
Right.
Like I'm picture yourself at a cookout, right?
Right.
You're among family and friends, and one of those kids, one of those 12-year-olds, comes up and you're talking to him and you say, hey, why don't you grab your buddy Brett a beer? And you grab his head or his face and you go, pat, pat, pat. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Or you mess up his hair. You know what I mean? You mess his hair up.
Like fuzz his hair around or something like that.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
That's how I took that. Like, you knew he wasn't going to swing on you, and that's why you did that.
Right.
He wouldn't do that to you.
No, he would not.
You remember he wouldn't even show his body during his hot tub stream. You remember that?
You remember that? I do remember that.
When he was showing off his big old man boobies?
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude, he had them low-hanging nipples, son. It looked disgusting.
Dude, he looked like he had a sack of potatoes strapped to his chest.
Son, he looked like he had 2 yams on his tits and his nipples were pointing towards his shoes, son.
I don't know, man. It kind of looked like you raised a mama sow up and you had it there. That's what he looked like.
But then what did he say to you? Hey, Ernie, cam up. Let me see your chest.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad mistake. That was a bad mistake, brother.
But what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, you're pulling up on guys you know won't fight. You're going in hot tubs against guys that you don't have a body like. So What's next? What's next then?
I think maybe, could it be desperation? Do you think maybe it's desperation?
I don't think maybe. I think it's 100% desperation.
Well, I didn't really want to give it all that, but, I do think it's desperation. Okay, we're going that route. We're going to go your route, Brett.
All right, so look what he failed at. You seen his pathetic attempt at wooing Katie, right?
Yeah.
Son, he failed so bad at that. Let's be honest. Ernie, me, you, any guy with a hot dick fuck Katie. Let's be honest.
I mean, I think everybody back in the past. Okay, yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
Son, Cyrax could have got her, brother. Cyrax could have got her 2 years ago.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
Bro.
God, no, man.
Son, she could have ended up with a stylist in her butthole for Cyrax. Timelines, son. Timelines.
So let me ask you a question, man. I understand she's got a career going or somewhat of a career, and you know her better than I do. I mean, she's not from that community you're from or something, whatever the community is over there. I'm not really, adapting these communities. I'm just kind of here. That's it. But what you've known her for years. I haven't.
Yeah.
And the time I've known her, I think she's fake, bro.
Oh, dude, she's faker than silicone tits, brother. Like, she used to mod for this guy named Savage Dave, right? Savage Dave is a convicted pedophile.
Well,
no, they're not.
I mean, that's true, but not the Savage Dave and Katie part. Nope. We got Callie in here, and Callie said, didn't happen. Didn't happen like that.
Savage Dave is a convicted pedophile.
No, did not tell me that.
What? Can the chat please fucking verify what I'm saying?
I love it. I live for it. And the people who know me know the truth. They know who I am. They know I'm consistent and real. So that's why we laugh over here. And again, I need to go. I think Kaylee dropped the link of who Savage Dave is. So yeah, let's I'm gonna go look at that. I need to see who I modded for.
No, then they turned it into Productions, Rick Productions. They said that it wasn't Savage Dave.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't Savage Dave, it was Rick Productions?
All right, that's the one, Rick Productions. Katie was the mod for Rick.
Oh my God. That one guy says, we got a 60-year-old and a guy with the HIV acting like they're tough guys. Oh, so Katie, were you a mod for Rick Productions?
Productions, who was the Joe?
I'll put my family's name on there. No way. Beware.
Why are you so predictable?
Because I am not having my family's information put on.
This is
Rick, did you
not getting it?
Did you just hear him say that he is going to control your channel?
Yeah, like you do, Casey. Yeah.
How do I control your channel?
Yeah, you do.
How?
Running your mouth off all the time.
No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't.
No, she is now coming over telling you what to do.
What? How?
Yeah. Do this,
How?
do that, Rick. Do that, Rick. Your channel's not going to be successful.
That's not me telling him what to do.
It is.
There are a ton of people that say that all the time. That's not me telling him what to do. Rick, I really do. I hope your channel's successful. Rick, hang on. I want you to know, Rick, I want you to know, I do hope your channel's successful. You started your channel and you've put a lot of time.
I put a lot of effort on my channel.
A lot. You have done a lot.
Plus, Rick has gone through another channel before.
Over 330 subs.
He had another one that had like over 700 subs in it. It was called Rick Productions. I remember that one.
Just be aware of the company that you keep, and if they're gonna better your
Well, she is right about something. I have worked hard, pulling 340 subscribers.
Yo, I remember when you had 700 subscribers on your old channel called Rick Productions. I remember that.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I remember back then, dude. He used to like showcase like washing machines. He was a big fan of washing machines.
I've had enough. I've had enough. And I'm doing my own channel.
Well, good for you. That's what you're
But
interested
if you don't like that,
That's what you're interested in anyway. You don't care about me and you. That's what you're interested in is YouTube.
This is manipulation, Rick.
Mind your own business, Casey. He wasn't talking to you.
I've had enough.
You know, good job for Rick. Dude, you just heard here, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap on a live stream, on a live panel. Rick just dumped Carl and said this relationship is over. Damn! I know some streams you just have a good time, relax.
I just can't fight anymore.
I like to feel comfortable.
And I don't want to
And I like
fight.
to go
I thought
where I
we
feel
were all
comfortable without
friends.
getting trolled
I'm not in the
and getting
wrong
harassed.
here. I hope you know that, right?
Like
Rick?
it.
I thought we were all
And I
friends.
always tell people, I don't need a fucking wrench. And you got fucking dumb fucks like Carl who like to try to sabotage
I don't want
Rick's
kids on my channel.
You already went through one channel. You think one Rick go through another
don't.
channel like that
And
again?
People
Fuck
will
no.
let you know who's a kid and who isn't. We take good care of looking out for that. You know that.
I said Carl was suspended for 2 weeks.
Nice. And that'll give everybody time to regroup. And Rick, you can get your subs up, and you know we'll try to get you monetized here.
In his lives, that he gives everybody a wrench. Okay, we used to troll the fuck out of him. Michelle's in here. Who else? Old school's in here. Benny, I'm sure, was around back then. Oh, let me address this first. Brett, I met him like months after the first time I went live. I didn't know that motherfucker. Like, I didn't know him at all. He doesn't know me. I've never talked to him behind the scenes or nothing. Like, I don't get down. No, I don't know that guy. He doesn't know me. So for him to be sitting up there saying he knows me, bitch, fuck that shit. No fucking way.
It had no bearing on the conversation. The conversation at hand was that you lied and you knew about Brett not liking you. That's what it was about. Had nothing to do with anything else. You said in that fucking message that you knew Brett did not like you, which was dated, I think, like 2 months prior to to the whole fucking, well, I didn't know Brett didn't like me. Yeah, you fucking did.
He had never said that. He'd never confirmed or, like, it's so different. Do you see what they're doing? This is crazy to me, y'all. It's crazy. I hope me and Brett were cool. Like, people want to say, no, and I'm not even gonna, I don't even care at this point. Like, I don't care, but the facts are the facts. And we were all under the impression that Brett liked me. I was a moderator on his big channel. We were cool. He would like send people to my lives. I'd send people to his lives. He was a moderator over my channel. Like, we had no problems. He is the one that showed me which off-road mouse to get. Okay. Like, yeah, we were cool. So when all that stuff happened, I said, Brett doesn't like me. He's throwing shots, and yeah, I wasn't like, that wasn't me confirming saying like, oh, he doesn't like me. I know this for a fact. They're trying to just fucking twist it. No way. I don't know him. He don't know me. He's known me like the least of all these people around here. And then as far as Rick Production goes, he's this guy that's like, he's got, what does he have? Anyway, he's got something wrong with him. And he would, this is during COVID, he would mod everybody in his chat. Okay, so you can go ask.
Oh,
Andrew,
so he's like a
you can ask
traitor.
Michelle. You can ask Naven, AB. You can ask, who else is in here? All the people that were old school, that are oldies, that were back in the day, they all got modded in there. He would just mod us up. But that I don't get. Like we used to troll the fuck out of him. Okay, we never. Yeah, no, he's got something else. But yeah, all of us, Andrew, Ace, anyone that went in there, all the 1As, CIA, all of them, Lady Di, Emo, everybody had a wrench at one time. He just hand them out. So we can't control that, first of all. And second of all, we trolled the fuck out of him. The fuck out of him. So that's another thing that's weird as fuck. And they should really be getting after Abe, because Abe is the one that goes and defends him, right? Right?
Yeah. That's like traitors.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. The whole Rick Productions thing. This is the shit. This is all they have on me, which is hilarious. This is all they have on me and want to make it real, and it's all lies. Okay.
Do me a favor. Let's do this right here. Let's verify it like this. See, I have what's called Thompson, Warpston Clear, and I can, where I'm able to run like these special backgrounds with fugitive recovery agents all across America. I can have something found on somebody in a matter of minutes.
Yep.
This, what he just said, is very illegal and is going or has already gone to his probation officer. That's illegal. You cannot run randos through. That's illegal. Okay.
So if you want to have one of your people hit me up with shellforces@gmail.com and put me the information in, all I need is a name, birthday, and place. That's all I need. And we can verify all that. We can do everything you need to do, brother.
All right. So I see some of my quote unquote people in the chat.
Okay.
Can one of y'all do that? So, I mean, I'm on my phone. I'm on the back deck having a couple of beers. Can't believe I'm talking to Ernie right now, but here we are. If y'all can verify everything I'm saying, I'm not a bullshitting type nigga, son. Like,
bro, I tell you what, brother, I will run. Shit. We will have. I tell you what I'll do. I'll have a team that's watching. I'll have right now. They're actually real PIs. Take it and run it. And is he on an RSO or anything like that? 10, 20, anything?
I'm gonna have nope. Sorry, Brett. No can do. Honey funny, Brett.
Or we can have an NSOPW. We can run NSOPW. We can run a zip code. Anything like that. All I need is a city. We can run him right to the max. I mean, we can put him. We can pinpoint him within a half a mile or a quarter of a mile.
All right, that's the one. Rick Productions. Katie was the mod for Rick Productions, who was a chomo and helped his husband abuse very young minors. If y'all can send him the proof, like he's not supposed to believe shit that comes out of my mouth, but if y'all can send him those receipts.
Well, that's why we check it twice before we put it out there.
No, 100%. I get it.
That's the best way to do it. That way, there's no confusion. There's never no confusion, and people can see it from themselves. So, and that's what really needs to happen. People seeing it from themselves in real time. See, There's no doubt with that. You understand that? There's no doubt.
Oh, son, no, they'll get it done. Like, not surprised, Plastic Katie. Yeah. That Rick Productions faggot and all the other things. So, like what you were saying is she's fake. So she came into my world or whatever because Bird got obsessed with her.
That's a lie. That is a lie. I didn't even know Bird back then. I didn't even know Bird. I met Bird. I'd been going live for like 7 months. Bird was mean to me. Bird, no, I wasn't. And I didn't come into your world, bitch. Trust me. You came in my world. You were nasty to me at first, and then so that's a lie. Again, he's such a liar. This is fake shit.
Like Bird fell in love with her after he got denied from Beans, after he got dumped from Steph.
No, that's not true, and there is proof of that shit. He walked away. He was done. I don't care who this makes angry. We saw proof that Bird cut it off and he left. He cut it off and he said, I'm gone. He walked the fuck away. He did not want to. He didn't want a problem. You made it a problem, right? Where's Bifficus Haticus? Bird is a feathery midget, okay? He sits in high chairs and like he's weird, okay? But he loves me. He does. Everyone knows that.
Okay, I've heard of Steph.
He went to Katie.
Okay.
She kind of saw what he is, used him for clout, got the views, got the subs.
With Bird between her legs, and you have a live stream that says sleeping with Katie or some shit like that.
That was funny to me. It was actually my idea to be like, go put in your fucking title, did I have sex with Katie or something? Because that was from you lying, AC. You're the one that started that shit. You said that Bird said that he had sex with me. He fucked me 3 ways a Sunday or whatever. And that never happened. So I was like, go live and go cuss this motherfucker out, please. Like, because he has no receipts. Go make him show receipts. That was me. I told him. I was pissed. I was like, did you say that to him? He said, no. I'm like, I'm like, you should title this did I have sex with Katie? And go live and light his ass up and make him show receipts. Did he? No. But that doesn't mean that he owns me. How does that correlate with ownership of KE? No one fucking owns me. If anyone, I own Bird. I say this all the time.
Yeah. I mean, she went along with that.
But then denied him. And
That's
so
awesome.
now,
that's crazy.
Well, part of the reason is you, sir, to be honest.
Me? What? I have anything to do?
So when Bird started trying to woo Katie, she was during her I'm going to do a show about Ernie every day phase.
Oh, God.
You remember when Katie was doing a show about you every fucking day
Well,
before
like
you got locked up?
Right, but you're doing that again.
Well, she kept doing it while you were locked up. And Bird got shunned because he isn't as, I mean, let's be honest, Bird isn't as attractive to Katie as you are.
Okay.
So when he got shunned because of you, he attacked the rest of us. You know
So
what I
that's
mean?
why he's in a rush, like a rage right now. He's got to get that testosterone, that extra off of him. So he's attacking everybody.
So he has to have people tell him, dude, you're doing so good, Bird, by attacking Tonic because of his feelings about being replaced by you.
Oh, my God, man.
That's real talk, son.
Well, does this mean I'm going to have to do like a public apology to all these male creators?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's good then, because I'm not into the apology deal.
No, fuck all these faggots. They're a bunch of thirsty little no pussy getting niggas, son.
Tyrant Bird says, I go to bed with a bottle of lotion and a pew-pew. In Minecraft, of course.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And Brett, let me say, somebody just pulled up a clip that I sent in there, and I'm going to watch after a while. It's probably one of your funniest clips. They're saying you got to watch this clip, so I'm going to watch it after a while. And because I'm going to need something to kick back and relax as well. I've had a hell of a day. You know, when you're getting warrants on people and you're doing all this shit, man, I'm telling you, man, it's some crazy, crazy stuff. But is it true that Katie's family and stuff is really rich?
Oh, dude, they got more. Yeah, they got all the money, brother.
I work hard for my money, okay? Did I grow up very blessed? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Very blessed. I was given every opportunity. Did I abuse it though? No. I got a full ride, an academic scholarship to a private school in Texas. Ain't nobody can pay for good grades. You gotta make them yourself. Ain't nobody pretended to be me and got signed by agencies and modeling agencies. Ain't nobody went in there and did that for me. Ain't nobody paint for me. Ain't nobody do any of that for me. I never took advantage of any of my blessings. Ever. And I don't like talking like this. I really don't. Like, y'all know, if you know me, you know I hate talking about this kind of shit, like my life. But they bring it up and I need to correct the record because I don't, it's awkward. I know. I hate it because I'm a very humble person. I'm a humble person. I heard that, you know, someone's very mad over there. And they were talking about what I look like and how I just, you know, going in on my looks, plastic and this and that and this and blah, blah, blah. As I, you know, got off work from modeling, my job, you know, where I get paid to look the way I do. Yeah. Talk to me when you can do that. And I don't talk about this kind of shit with y'all because it doesn't matter. I'm not here for that. I came on here to just be a chick on the internet that had a little fucking channel, right? That would bring the news and just pop my little shit, throw a little shade. We would laugh at ridiculousness and keep it the fuck pushing. And it has turned into something so nefarious, sinister.
You should see, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to someone else and it'll get to you. So Katie had her house scrubbed from Google Maps. Do you know what that means?
Go ahead. You mean like a blanket over it, right?
So no. So when you look at Katie's address, it's
On
a
Google
blur.
Earth, it's a blur.
Yeah,
It's a blur.
It's a blur because her family had enough money to blur it.
Well, you see, there's a thing called CIN location that the feds use, and a lot of bounty hunters use this. And what it does is it goes through clear. Clear, it doesn't matter if you're rich, if you're famous, if you're a celebrity, who you are. That's why it's called clear. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
It shows everything.
Yep.
I mean, you've seen, I don't know if you're familiar with Logan Sandman and all his deal and all that.
Yeah, some of it. Not
Well,
wicked,
he was like, nobody can find him, and we found him within 6 minutes. You know, it was simple. But we did it
like
for
I have probably 10 aerial pictures of Katie's family's house because everyone doesn't use Google.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, dude, like she lives on a complex. Like she is silver spoon in the mouth, doesn't have to do a thing type.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I was just wondering why she never pays for StreamYard if she's got all that money.
It's probably because she doesn't have access to the credit cards.
Oh.
She gets to live in the building, but she just doesn't get to order subscriptions. You know what I mean?
I got you, brother. So you're saying that like there's some accusations that people tell me about her too, about years ago that she was on drugs real bad or something.
Allegedly. I'm not going to say that because I don't have evidence of it, but allegedly.
Right. Allegedly. Okay. Allegedly. Yeah. Okay. So we'll kill it out on that. So
you know what I mean? Like I don't want to. I don't want to perpetuate. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. Allegedly. We got to use those words. I hate those words, by the way.
Yeah,
you got to use them.
It's what it is, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you a question. What are you drinking? What are you drinking right now?
A couple Bud Platinums. Bud Light Platinum.
I like that's killer.
I have a couple of those, and I'm about to light another joint.
So, I guess I never knew it was because of me. Did you know she did a live one time talking about the man of her dreams?
I got sent this clip real quick.
I may or may not love somebody on YouTube. How about that? How about that? Right now. Thank you, Virgo. I may or may not have hearts for somebody on YouTube. How about that? Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is so cringe.
I may or may not.
You know what this sounds like to me? This sounds like the it sounds like the fisherman that's in one of those Geico commercials. He's like, you got $1 here. Oh, you almost got it.
Yes. And trying to refer, she was trying to refer it to me, and everybody was like, "You're talking about her," and I was like, "What the fuck is she talking about, bro?"
Whoa! Wait! It wasn't referring to. She was talking about you.
Wow.
Everyone knew that from our side of the street. Everyone knew she was talking about you.
I know, man. I'm like, God almighty. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, I don't know what type of chicks you like, but she's kind of gross, son.
Well, I do
she
like
got no tits, no butt, nothing.
I do like a fat ass and some nice tits, bro.
Son, if you get with Katie, you're gonna be fucking an Ethiopian, basically. She got no tits, no butt, nothing. What? What? What are you laughing about, son?
So does that mean like what I said about it? So does that mean like what I said about it? Like if you like. Anyways, let's just it is what it is. I can't do it no more. It's just too much. It's just too much. It's too much. And we're trying to be nice over here. And fuck.
I'm glad it sounds like you're having fun, man. I don't hear you have fun much anymore.
Dude, I'm having a great time, man. I'm really leaving this behind me, man. I really am. And
good.
Bro, you don't know how much I appreciate you coming over here and me getting to see that, hey, I'm not alone in this, man. And that makes a lot. That really does. And
dude, you understand that this is a real fucked up game. Like this whole YouTube game, right?
It is. It is.
And I think sometimes if you don't just take a second to sit back and realize the absurdity of it, it'll kill you.
It will. It will.
Like look at what's happened to Bob, the bird, little Robbie Thayer. Like he's dying over this thing.
Well, I mean, let me be the first one to say this right here. Let me clear my voice a minute for everyone in the chat, everyone around the world watching. For the record, and this goes out to you, Mr. Bird, Mr. Robert, whatever you want to call your name. I understand that your wings are clipped right now and you're feeling down and out, but have no fear. I do not want Katie. I want nothing to do with Katie. I don't like somebody who ain't got no tits or ass. And when they turn sideways, they're invisible. That scares the hell out of me. You know how I am, Bird. You know I'm scared of witches. And with that, I don't want no bitches. Look, I'm a poet and didn't know it. How'd you like that, Brett? Was that pretty good on the fly? You see? Fuck. Look out.
Hello, homo, son. Ooh, I don't like that motherfucker.
But anyways, I put it out there. So that was a public announcement. There's a public announcement, people. I'm trying to do what's right. I'm trying to do my everyday living. So that's all I can say.
You have an
damn.
active chat. I'll say that.
Man, you should see it sometimes. I'm telling you what.
Dude, you got that fucking evil ghost simp squids arguing with that guy Rapper, and Jesus Christ.
Fuck? Dude, they all just come out of everywhere, man. I mean, like, it's like damn spider demons and Bigfoots and woolly mammoths and all kinds of shit.
These motherfuckers ain't right, son.
They're ridiculous, bro. Something's wrong with them. I don't know. You know, what gets me, man, is I start talking about child predators or something, man. You wouldn't believe what comes in this chat.
Son, but,
you know, what gets me, man, is I start talking about child predators or something, man. You wouldn't believe what comes in this chat.
Son, but, so you said something earlier about how all your ops, and it goes to me too, all my ops, they all have that similarity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right now, just as an example, 303, David Archibald, and Tyrant Bird, Robert Thea, they both have permanent restraining orders, Ernie, from Rex fucking Fredrickson, son. Do you know who Rex Fredrickson is?
Let me tell you, AB had me up on his panel. I never had met Rex before. Didn't know nothing about Rex. And as I was talking to Rex, I was like, okay. And he was like, yeah, I like this guy. I like this guy. And all of a sudden, man, you know how you can tell those child predator tendencies and stuff when you're feeling people out, you're talking to them, and all of a sudden they say
even
something.
Even just the voice. Like
exactly.
The tone of their voice. Yeah.
Bro,
Go ahead.
It knocked me. It was like, what? Wait a minute. Something hit me, man. You know, it was that situational awareness, that general awareness that hit me. And I was like, so I asked, and AB said, something's up. I said, yeah, something's up. Something's not right here. And he said, well, you do know that Rex is an RSO. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then he was like trying to make it okay that he's with a 14-year-old. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck?
So can you imagine, Ernie, that a court would say, I need to protect this convicted child molester from you?
Well, you know what else too? He's on the registry for life, brother.
Yeah. Yep.
So, wait a minute. Look at this. Let me catch a link. Does he have his teeth or his fake teeth in?
Dude, I mean, you can let him up if you want. But
I mean, I don't. I mean, what do you? I mean, look, man, you're kind of like a surprise guest tonight, man. And I'm going to go with your recommendation. I don't know this guy. I just know he ain't got no teeth.
I know that me and him being on the same panel is going to degrade into some awful talk. So it's up to you. I welcome him. He's a
Well, let me. Okay, so let's do this. Let's both of us.
This has to be up to you. This can't be up to me.
Let's both of us put our minds together here and let's think about this. And let's give somebody a panel in a way to where. But let me start it out, Brett. Do you care?
No, dude. This is your home, my friend.
I'm going to start it out, brother, and let me figure this out so we can, we can kind of get to know this person. Let him introduce himself to the chat. You know, because I'm going to be a professional interviewer anyways. I got a few celebrities lined up, and I think it's really going to be big for me to understand that how to do this in a correct manner, in a professional manner. So
yeah.
The link is in the chat, 303. We're going to be professional about this. We're going to be professional about this. One time I told him we're going to work out together, and I put him up on panel, and I said, you're going to do push-ups with me. We're going to do a couple hundred push-ups. Yeah. Man, he wasn't about that. He was not about that life.
Dude, he has one of them sunken in chests. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's inverted.
What's up, 303?
What's up, guys?
Hello, 303. How you doing?
What's up? How are you? Well, I figured I'd come up. I heard there was a lot of talk about me and my brother.
Well,
no, there wasn't a lot of talk about you. No one talks about you.
Dude, you were literally just talking about me as I showed up. It's hilarious.
Okay.
So, and it doesn't have to go sideways, right? Like, you can talk about restraining orders all you want, but you had one for talking about sewing up 12-year-old pussy.
Yes,
so,
yes, I did.
And that
for
was,
1 year.
Permanent but that was a permanent
No, it was a temporary restraining order.
So hold on. What a temporary restraining order is? You go, they get it, they file it with the county attorney. It goes to the judge. The judge looks at it. He has both of you all present, and then they decide whether or not this should stick for 2 to 3 to 5 years. Correct?
Bro, in Colorado, the plaintiff doesn't have to show up.
Well, anyways, look. Here's the thing. If needed, we have all that information. We can have that within the snap of our fingers. But I really don't want to go that route. I would rather go a route where we can be professional about this, unless it needs to be addressed. No, 303. We understand, and I actually watched a little bit of the court thing with you, and I really do. I hate it for what you're getting ready to go through. Now you got to turn yourself in at a certain time, correct?
No.
You don't?
Nah, I got court, and that's all already been worked out.
So you already got final sentence, correct?
No. I have to go in for final sentencing, but they've already got that.
Okay, so whoa. So see, I had to go in for final sentencing. So you went in for you're going in for final sentences coming up. That's your next court date, correct?
Yeah.
And then they're going to look at ways to resolve or a resolution, correct?
Sure.
Okay, so right now, I know
you're smarter than everybody else at this point. I'm actually impressed.
I'm very smart because I went through the shit and I know how it works, and I especially with federal stuff because some of your charges is a lot of your charges is felonies, correct?
No, I only have 2 felonies.
Okay, so 2 felonies, you probably got a C or a B, correct? C or D?
They're both D.
Oh, they're both D, so it's 1 to 5, correct?
Yeah, and if they want to run it concurrent, it'll be up to 10.
Okay, so what they do they hit you with anything called a PFO or anything?
Nope. No, they sent me to the probation office to set up my probation officer.
Okay, so you're gonna probably do 5 years on probation.
Sounds pretty accurate.
Or maybe even 7, maybe 10 at the most.
Right, you know what I mean? But it's still not a sex offense registry charge. You know what I mean?
Oh, I understand that. So exactly what was your charge? Exactly what was it? Like what under guidelines did it fall up under?
Which one? Abuse. Shut up, bro. The adults are talking. You
Child abuse and animal abuse. That's what you're convicted of, faggot.
Okay.
Yeah, I am convicted of that right now.
Okay, so you're saying you are convicted of child abuse against your own children, right? Your offspring. Your offspring, correct?
No, I haven't argued that. I haven't argued that not one time. Yes, 2 years ago I was charged with child abuse and animal abuse.
No, with that pen.
Yeah, if you give her the pen, she'll write with it.
You can write with it when I'm done, okay? Yeah.
Okay, we can do what you came here to do.
Okay, I gotta go back for these comments. I was doing something real quick. Okay, so I can only see up to what up 303, so sorry. The ages of the kids were between 2 and 13 or 12. They had their own beds and sleeping places, and the puppies had like a whelping thing that I had made after the mom had the puppies on just the floor. Because the mom had the black dog right there. When we put her in the RV, day one, the first day, the first hour that we put her in the RV, she had the puppies. The kids, so the police did take the kids out of school just after this. And what happened with the dog? Oh no, we have all of the puppies, and I haven't told anybody what happened with the 2 other ones. So there's that. I don't know if I really want to go there in that, because it's a very sad, guys. It's a very sad. So the police, just after this, took my kids out of school when they arrested me for the trespass. We can go over that if you guys want. We can sit here and hang out. I'll show you guys all kinds of stuff. It'll be a long video, though. So, I mean, leave that in the chat if you think you want to hang out for that. Okay.
I just had to show you that.
Okay. There's memes and some videos. I love it.
I did.
Just want to make sure that we have a support plan wrapped up. I have some things on here that I want to address right on here.
But I will tell you this much. After taking my kids out of school and everybody having to view this video and listen to the social worker and everything else, what you see is a 5-bedroom house behind me. And while I understand right now it's really small, I've already done all kinds of videos in here. You guys can look, or we can talk about it later. But now, less than a year later, I have a house. So, I mean, just food for thought, folks. Food for thought. Didn't take the dogs because they have been in a good condition, but they tried to charge you with animal cruelty. Oh no, they originally took all of the dogs on the day of my trespass. There's a video up of the SWAT team arresting me inside of the courthouse. That is the day that they took the kids out of school and didn't even call social services or anything because the social worker close the case. Here, go. We'll continue. But so they did take everybody. They did charge me, and then we had to deal with it via this and a few other routes. But like I say, yeah, they definitely got everybody for a couple 3 hours. Like they took the kids for
They had the kids for less than 45 minutes because my mom.
Okay. So they had the kids for less than 45 minutes, and then a couple hours later, I was out, and my wife didn't even get arrested. So the kids were taken from her without anything. So that was another big problem that happened with the trespass. So, moving right along, right? They had no reason to take her kids from her. So, there's that. They had no charges, and no restraining order, no nothing, right? So, again, using everybody's brain and how smart I know a lot of you are, this house behind me is here for a reason, folks.
Oh, for her. Hannah, help. Okay, obviously the reason that we got involved is its hygiene needs weren't being met, no running water, facilities aren't clean here. So, I know that you said last time there's been times before these plans have been made, words have been mixed that maybe we're putting things on the plan that aren't true to what you guys say or are doing. So I didn't put anything on here, but just wanted to put some prompts for what I want to plan through. Can we start by how often are kids taking showers, or will they take showers?
Every day, every other day. And that's the thing that we've been doing.
And is that still at the community centers, which means that there's visual evidence of it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put that they'll continue to take showers at least every other day.
Yeah. So I mean, they like that better than the small shower in here.
Yeah.
And then I showed you there's running water.
Yep.
What else?
How often are they brushing teeth?
We tell them to brush their teeth twice a day. Breakfast, like right after.
But we have so much trouble getting them to actually participate that we actually have the school involved now. So the school has their own personal toothbrush and toothpaste for all the kids, and they also brush their teeth at school after lunch.
Social services can't touch me because my kids' teeth ain't brushed.
There was both running water and a shower that I showed her. That's what we were just discussing just there. But I had paid for the rec center, and wow, that's not cool at all to have to use that for your family, and I understand that. That's what we were using while we were homeless. That's what that conversation was.
On what grounds? On what grounds did they charge you with child abuse?
They charged me with child abuse for having the kids around firearms. the one that they allege is illegal.
So wouldn't that be considered also negligence?
So, and that's where the second charge of negligence.
Oh, so I'm very good at this. I'm very good at legal
This is
stuff.
fucking awesome. I cannot believe this is happening right now.
Did you know that I actually used to be a state police officer for Pellissippi State College? Did you know that? I was actually sworn in at one time. Well, you do now. You do now. Well, it's getting fun. It's going to get even better. So, with the
I have 12 charges for child abuse, child negligence, right? One apiece for 6 kids on each one.
Okay. Do you have anything for wanton endangerment or anything?
What's wonton?
Wanton.
Wonton?
Wanton.
Isn't that like an Asian, like, noodle?
Merciless, inhumane. Wanton cruelty. Having no just foundation or provocation. Malicious. A wanton attack.
That you can, like, fry wontons?
Now.
You do understand what that is. It actually is wanton endangerment. You know what they call it? Wanton endangerment?
Yeah, I get it. So what happened was there was a video where I went to a range regarding someone that I'm not going to talk about. Brett's going to call that out for whatever he wants to call it out for, but there are people he didn't talk about for a year. So there's that. But I was arguing with somebody else. Axel, it's not 28. Calm yourself, Iago. If people are actually going to have a conversation with me.
Quit deflecting, faggot.
Shut up.
Well, here's the thing. Hold on a minute, guys. Just hold on a minute. You know, here's the thing. Say that you did have 28, 30 charges, whatever.
It doesn't really change anything.
They can be, but see, charges can run concurrently. They can be amended into one big damn deal. I mean, charge, especially if it's the same thing over and over and over again. What they do is up the charge, correct?
Yeah, it would be aggravated, which they haven't done.
Okay, so they've not got you on anything aggravated, right?
No.
Okay, continue. Do they have anything with battery or anything of the sort?
Nope.
No battery?
Nope. So
Okay,
it's all without injury. There's a video where I'm on the range with the kids that they call child abuse, child negligence.
That's a lie.
Okay.
What's the truth, Brett?
Well, the truth is that they found your trailer, and the police report says
Who was in
every
the trailer,
flat
Brett?
surface was covered in animal
That's not what the
feces.
police report says.
Okay, so
You're
hold
a
on a
damn
second. Wait a
liar.
minute.
You don't have
So
to report.
let me ask you a question. Have you put out your discovery?
No, I haven't put out my discovery, and these bugs haven't gotten it.
He can't.
Well, hold on a second.
I have my discovery, you fucking
Hold on a second. You do understand that discovery is a public record, right? It can be FOIA'd.
Yeah, no, I hope that somebody does.
Okay, so hold on a second. Brian and Allie, can you help us with that FOIA for Mr. David's
Archibald
discovery? Archibald. His name is just. And make sure you spell it correctly. And I think if you look up on one of the files that we had before, you can find his birthday. They watch here a lot, guys. They're really cool guys. So your discovery can be FOIA'd, like anybody else's. And in your discovery, or was there any kind of audio, video, cassette things, anything like they could record it, anything like that?
There was body cameras. There's pictures.
So that's from the sheriff's department, right?
No, that's Fort Collins local police. Bro, I have shared pictures of the inside of the RV taken the same day.
Okay. So the RV. Well, look. Here's what I'm getting at. You notice on YouTube and stuff, a lot of people they try to do this audit into police and all that. But the thing about it is, they only put up like a portion of the video or some pictures that make everything look bad. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. So what we can do? Somebody's in the back here. Hold up. Sorry about that. I didn't even see you.
What happened? Right,
Okay. So,
David.
hey.
Yeah, I got Nicolina. This is amazing. I am fucking so happy.
Okay. Now listen, guys. Listen.
In one pond, and then I go finding in multiple
Let's be professional with this. Let's literally have a debate here. A nice professional deal.
Nicolina doesn't have the ability. She was just yelling at me on the internet.
No. One at a time. 303. One at a time.
My bad. I sent someone to pick up a car from her house, and she got mad about it. She was just yelling at me.
Okay, go ahead there, Nick.
That faggot didn't send anybody to my house. I was outside mowing the lawn for my lovely husband because he busts his ass all day, unlike 303. So here I am mowing the lawn, and 303 keeps calling me. And he's like, Nicolina, I'm going to send people to your house to tow your vehicles out of your driveway. I was like, oh, yeah, are you? Let's see it happen, child abuser.
Cash on the property? Yeah. Huh? You're probably gonna shoot him?
You know.
You just told me that you want someone to pick up the trash on the property. Why would you say you're gonna shoot him in the next breath?
David, nobody said that.
No one said that?
Nobody said that.
Oh, okay. So here's what I did. All right. At your discretion, because I know you told me to do this before, I made that Craigslist post, and I've got 3 guys responding that want to just come clean up your property for you.
All right.
Is that cool?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna go ahead and schedule them out for you. You know, when they show up, make sure you show them what they want. You know what I mean? I'd hate for them to just grab your belongings. I would hate for them to just grab your belongings. You know what I mean? That would suck.
Yeah. Yeah, that would suck, wouldn't it? Really?
Yeah, I would be disappointed, right? I don't want bad things to happen. I want them to get the trash.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be scared. We're all having fun, I thought.
You're faggot. The mother's a faggot. The father's a faggot. The first faggot.
Oh my gosh, he talks shit like a minor. Now what? Rage quitting. Whatever, you answered the phone. Now you want to rage quit. Have fun. I'd be scared of me too. I would be scared of me for a conversation too.
What are you doing, faggot?
Getting paid to call you.
You know you ain't taking care of your family.
How much drinks have you had? What's wrong, Nick? You triggered? Yeah.
Kids over there, their lives, right? Not only does that little girl have to worry about, you know, being trafficked to a known pedophile, right? But she's also being taught to hate a whole nother race. Use hate speech in the middle of her yard. That's how normal this is for Nicolina. Just dropping hard R's into the phone, yelling in the front yard.
Brian and Allie, get to work right now. Thank you. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
So here's 303 LARPing as a badass and telling me as I record the call that he is willfully committing more fucking crimes. We'll see, bro.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So a final sentencing.
So listen, he's lying to you. He was found guilty by a jury of his peers.
I already told him that, you fucking weirdo.
Oh, why don't you tell him how you lied to me and said
convicted.
Tell Ernie how you told me that Rachel and you have already taken a plea. I've got that on my voicemail, bro. You have now taken a plea.
So wait a minute.
I played it earlier.
You don't have that.
I played it earlier.
Hold on a second, Nick. So, you do understand when you take a plea that there's even no trial involved. There's nothing like that of the sort because you take a plea before the trial. Because if they take you to trial, wait a minute. If they take you to trial, the state has to pay about $50,000 for the trial.
No, you're right. You're right. So listen, bro. Listen, I'm gonna give you some of the biggest truth ever.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't listen to this bitch.
Okay, I understand that, and but I'm
I spent a week in trial. I know exactly what's going on in my own case.
It was not a week. It was not a week.
She's mad. Shut up. I'm talking to Ernie because you're coming out of your neck again.
Hold on a second. Let him talk. We got this. Let him talk. It's all right. We'll answer. We'll ask questions in a minute. Go ahead. Finish it.
Bro, I was in trial for 4.5 days. My wife got off almost scot-free, and that's what it is.
Okay,
so I am in fact convicted for 24 charges.
28.
And my wife
doesn't
have any child abuse, no dog abuse, no neglect.
Well, here's the thing. You do understand that hold on a second. This is easy to prove. Hold on. So you do understand that after everything's done with your final sentencing, correct? You know that all these videos are like $25 each day, right?
Yeah.
They can be FOIA'd. So if you say something,
we don't need to FOIA them, Ernie. We recorded them. We have the recordings.
See, I didn't know.
No, Ernie. Wait.
Okay.
No, don't let them lie to you.
Okay, hold on a minute.
We already got them.
Go ahead, 303.
This dumb trick got kicked off of WebEx, and all of WebEx shut down.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
okay.
That was not WebEx. That was
what does it do?
Shut down WebEx.
Okay, look. So you said 4 days. Hold on a second. You said 4 days. You said 4 days.
Look, mean
4
girls.
days. Listen, 4 days of court. That's going to be about 25. That's going to be about $25 per video. Okay, I'll go ahead and go the $100, and we'll order those videos.
Thank you,
Ernie.
We'll go ahead. No, wait. We'll go ahead and order those videos. I have sponsors who will take care of this. We'll go ahead.
Thank you, Ernie sponsors.
Shut up, Nicolina. You've already ratted yourself out. You're a dry rat.
Hold on. Let 303 talk. Go ahead, 303.
So, Nicolina, I'm going to sentencing is my next court date, right?
No shit, June 3rd.
Hey, you dumb trick. Hey, you dumb trick.
actually
Look, you're going to have to do
somebody-
backflips because no one in here wants to see you do
303,
fucking weird shit.
303.
If I'm going for sentencing, it's because I went to trial, which means I didn't take a plea deal, which means you're lying to Ernie.
No, you didn't take the plea. You got found guilty by a jury of your peers.
Oh, okay. So which one is it? I already took a plea with my wife.
No,
or...
you said that.
No,
you said that.
No, I didn't. I have never once said I took a plea deal. You fucking weird.
303. I played our recorded phone calls earlier, and that's exactly what you said. But here's the caveat.
That's a fucking lie.
Here's the caveat.
You can't tell the truth to save your life.
David, we will have somebody in the
courtroom.
courtroom.
The truth. No, you won't.
Yes, we will.
No, you won't.
We've already paid for the flight. We've already paid for the fucking hotel room. We have a reporter that's going to be in the courtroom the day of your sentencing.
Wait a minute. Hold up a second. So, I got a good friend in Colorado anyway. He does a lot of spot checks. His name is David. So let me contact him. Now, are you around actually Junction City?
No. He's in Fort Collins, Larimer County.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me look around here. Let me hit the Future Recovery Network up here. Just go ahead. You guys keep talking.
Oh yeah. So anyway,
Nicolina,
one of the mean girls.
How did your brother get hooked up into getting out of jail in 2067? What were those charges?
That's not my brother.
Brother-in-law?
Yeah, that's Nick's.
Okay. That's still
Nick's
your family.
piece of shit brother. Yeah, we've talked about Nathan. Nathan's a piece of shit.
I'm asking you now. Are you going to answer everybody's question? How many times did you have that piece of shit around your daughter?
0. He's
never
met my daughter.
Yeah, it's 2067, right? And so what happened was Nicolina has this weirdo in her house. He's using her as a mailing address, and all of a sudden she thinks she's cute to talk shit on him while they're helping him.
David, prove that. Nathan's never been in my house. Ever.
That's not my information that I have. I heard you let somebody that's supposed to be in prison until 2067. Nicolina.
Correct, and we're the reason that he went back to prison.
Okay, so listen, let me ask you. I just did a hit right now on you, David. Are you familiar with all day, all night bail bonds in Larimer County?
Bro, are you seriously linked into the bail bond company?
Just let me ask you a question. Yes. Are you familiar? Okay, so hold on one second.
This is impressive.
It's very good. It's going to be very, very impressive. Now, hold on a second. Now, go ahead and continue.
Go on, David. Ernie's going to get you and your bond revoked. Watch.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Watch.
They know what I'm doing.
No.
He ain't doing shit.
Watch, David. You're underestimating Ernie. You really are.
Whatever. Let's do this. You guys really think that this is how it's going to go? You think it's this easy?
Yes. Yep.
You're a retard.
I've seen
I'm not going anywhere. Before. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. Okay? So I will call them. I will call them right after Ernie's done with what he's doing.
No.
And we're going to see if they got a problem with me.
It has nothing to do if they have a problem with you. It's the fact
they're not
going
to revoke the bond if they have a problem. I'm not violating anything.
Sure
I can do this. This is my job. You're a retard.
Keep taking the L's, David.
What is the violation of my bond?
Well, your violation of your bond is that you called me and told me that you were putting an ad on Craigslist for somebody to come to my house and tow all of my vehicles.
I can say whatever the fuck I want. That's legal. I can say
that
whatever the fuck I want.
Crime,
no, it's not.
David. It is a crime,
David. Hey, David, are you familiar with Nicole Myers?
Yeah.
Huh?
Are you talking to her?
I'm not allowed to give you that information right now, but are you familiar with it? Did you just now say yes?
Yeah, I think so. So I'm curious how much this is abuse of your access to the system. But I actually
listen here. I want you to listen to this right here, David. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to play this right here, right now, and I'm going to show you a little bit about it. Now, this is recorded and this is edited, but I think you'll get the.
David.
I think you'll get the. I think you'll get the hint. This is my side job, David. Just listen to this, please.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, I'm Agent Dolores. What is skip tracing? Skip tracing is the professional process of locating individuals who have intentionally skipped or disappeared, often to evade legal, financial, or criminal accountability. These individuals may include fugitives or bail jumpers.
With that there, I'll just let you know. You see, nobody else knew about anything about these people that you're associated with, correct, 303?
Any of the people I'm associated with? That depends on who you're talking about.
Wait a minute. Let me just show you what I'm getting at. I was able to pull that up in less than, what would you say, 2 minutes? You see what happened? Was that impressive?
Actually, so look, I made the comment about whether or not you're abusing the system, but I actually respect the fuck out of your wrong information.
Okay.
However you want to do that. But
Okay, so look.
I'll tell you how you're wrong. Okay? I'm going to tell you guys how I get away with this. Are you guys all ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
My bondsman is my foster brother. My foster brother knows about this YouTube shit. He also runs a channel. But he doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. He knows I'm out here talking mad shit that God and everybody. He knows what I told Nicolina. Been laughing about it all day long. It is not a big deal. None of you can touch my bond or my court shit. I'm never going to leave the state.
Because you have to, here's the thing, and I agree with you on that, because you have to do something illegal in order to get, for them to withdraw that bond or leave. If you leave, then what they do is they withdraw your bond, correct?
Well, I'm impressed, right? These people think that you can just go call somebody and get my bond revoked and shit.
No. That ain't happening. It's like what they're doing with my PO, brother. I know how this works. I've got to create a legit crime. I've got to have something on them. And even if it's just a small crime anyways, my probation is very, very, very lenient. Because it is not it's a non-violent. It's non-violent anyways. In 2 years, it falls off my record, and I'm going to become Kentucky governor. That's what's going to happen. But anyways, with you, 303, I never said that I was going to reach out there and touch someone about you or anything that's going on.
Oh, yeah, no, it sounded like a veiled threat, kind of. I was actually with it. I thought it was amazing.
No. What I said is, if needed, and I need to get these records from these FOIA, this video from court, your actual trial, or whatever you may say, I can have these videos in a matter of 24 hours.
Yo, I fucking do it. And so far as the MG crew in the chat, I don't give a fuck about any of you. You can say whatever the fuck you want about me. Thank you.
No, I'm glad you're my guest, because I had Brett up here before, and now I've got you up here. And again, look, all I'm doing is pretty much sharpening my skills right now as being an interviewer, because I've got a few celebrities I'm going to be interviewing, and I've got to get used to this.
I'm literally disgusted that you're smarter than Nicolina and Brett, AC. I'm fucking disgusted.
Whoa. It ain't about being smarter. It ain't about being smarter now.
No, you definitely are, though. That's what's disgusting.
Well, that could happen, and that could be the deal. But listen, here's the thing. Now, I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and all I want you to do is just reply, yes, this happened, or no, this happened. No, that didn't happen, okay? It's simple. Now, I don't even know anything about your charges. I've never even looked into you. I don't even know. But I've seen people who have similar charges as you have, and who went through the justice system, and who are now, labeled who they're labeled. Now, we do understand that you're saying that there is no forthcoming registration, correct? That's what it's called. It's a forthcoming registration.
No, I don't have to get nothing. I did not sexually assault or hurt anybody. Nobody.
Okay, so there was no,
like, everybody's like real hurt about shit, but literally, I didn't hurt nobody. No one was worse off for my involvement. No one fucking got nothing, right?
Hold on one second. No, hold on one second. Nicolina, if you're in chat, can you verify that you've never gave me no information on 303? Can you verify this? I've never had no information from 303 about Nicolina. No, nothing like that. Can you verify this is me doing this within minutes? This is real time. You see, I have clear. I have Thompson-Robson. I have clear. All I have to do is type the name in, bam, bam, bam. It automatically eliminates everything, goes straight to. I can pinpoint addresses. I can pinpoint anything. Can you verify? Somebody from the Mean Girls verify that nobody has gave me any information right now. I'm doing this from an outside source. Cool deal. Thank you. I want to wait this gets verified. I need somebody to verify that I don't have no information before we continue, because I want this to be legit. And I want you to understand that it's legit. First off, I never had no time to even ask for information from Nicolina. That's how fast it was, correct?
I don't even care where you got your information. I figured, for the most part, bro, you did all this by yourself. It was fucking an impressive little troll.
Okay, so I appreciate it, man. Thank you. And I wasn't trying to troll you or nothing, but I was trying to make you a believer. Now, I don't have anything against you. Look, you're going through trouble. I've been through my trouble. But I do understand that there are some hard roads ahead, correct?
Oh, bro, my whole life could get upended here shortly. I'm already knowing that, but that, what I mean? That doesn't change my situation.
Right. So let's talk about that. So knowing that your life can, it can come to an abrupt end, pretty much, with, what you know for life. And you could be put in a prison, correct?
Oh, yeah, it's totally possible.
So, okay, so here's the thing. Knowing that, I know that Kentucky, they can keep you in jail for a matter of years, for anywhere between 5 to 10 years, depending on if it's a Class D facility or a Class C facility. Now, where you be going to, you're going to go to jail first, of course. If this happens wrong for you, you'll go to jail, and you'll be in jail, but you'll get to take these classes and stuff and try to knock this time off after you've been in jail for a while, right?
I'm sorry. Please repeat the comment.
Okay, so
last part. I'm sorry.
So you do understand that there's classes that say that you go to jail, okay? So you're going for final sentencing, okay? You're going for final sentencing. They're going to come with you with an offer. Have they already came with you with any kind of offer? Because you said you accepted a plea, or did you get convicted? Which one was it?
No, man, I'm going sentencing.
Okay, so you already been convicted.
Right. So I'm going to sentencing in like a month and a half.
Okay, so it's up to the judge.
Exactly, bro. I'm at the judge's mercy.
So let's do this. So when it's up to the judge will look back at the case. What they'll do, they'll look at your case. They'll look back at your record. They'll go so far back in your record. Okay? You do understand that. They're going to look for priors, correct?
Yeah, of course. I got some priors.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What former priors do you have? If you don't mind answering.
Davey Boy doesn't have very many vehicle and traffic infractions in his lifetime. I think there's like 6 here. If we go back to August 24th, 2010, he was driving around with no seatbelt on in Douglas County, Colorado. He was found guilty, given $163 in fine and fees. It would have just been easier to click it, so he didn't get the ticket. We're going to go ahead 3 years to August 15th, 2013. He picks up 2 charges, both out of Jefferson County, Colorado, driving under restraint and driving without a driver's license. Count 1 was dismissed. He was found guilty of count 2. He was given $142 in fine and fees. We're going to go ahead about a year and a half, and on February 17th, 2015, he's picked up for 3 charges out of Douglas County, Colorado. Fictitious plates, unregistered vehicle, and expired license plates. Count 1 and 2 were dismissed by the DA, and he was found guilty on count 3. He was given $112 in fine and fees. Go ahead a year and a half, and on September 9th, 2016, he's walking in the roadway in Denver, Colorado. He got a ticket, and that charge was dismissed. We go ahead now to February 21st, 2017. He's charged with permitting an unauthorized person to drive out of Douglas County, Colorado. He was found guilty of driving under restraint and given $201 in fine and fees. Now he took a little trip, and he was charged with a leaking load by the Minnesota Highway Patrol out of St. Cloud, Minnesota. He was found guilty, but it does not give what the penalty was. Now we're going to go ahead to June 6th, 2011 for the beginning of his criminal history. Picks up 3 charges in Arapahoe County, Colorado: assault 3rd degree, knowingly or recklessly causing an injury, a misdemeanor; telephone, he obstructed service, a misdemeanor; and child abuse, knowingly or recklessly, and there was no injury there. He was found guilty on count 1. Counts 2 and 3 were dismissed by the DA. On August 2nd, 2011, he was sentenced to 60 days in jail, which was time served. He was given 2 years probation and a $1,644 fine and fees. Now you go ahead about a year and a half, January 25th, 2013, his probation was revoked. He was sentenced to 60 days in jail with credit for 36 days, and he was resentenced to 2 years of probation. We're going to go ahead 4 years to February 7th, 2017. His probation was revoked again. He was given 60 days in jail with credit for all the time served. And he was given another 60 days in jail with 30 days credit. So somewhere in here, I think he took off on probation and didn't report or anything and didn't get caught for about 4 years. And that's why all of a sudden they revoked his probation and gave him some more time. We're going to go ahead just 5 months, and on 11/28/2011, he's charged with a restraining order violation out of La Plata County, Colorado. He pled guilty to that charge, and on December 7th, 2011, he was sentenced to 10 days in jail, which was time served. He got 18 months probation and 1,129 days fine and fees. And we go to 2/27/2013. His probation was revoked. He was sentenced to 190 days in jail with credit for 10 days. We go ahead a few months, 6 months, and on May 11th, 2012, he's charged with 2 counts of protection order violation out of Jefferson County, Colorado. He pled guilty to one of the charges, and one of the other charges was dismissed. He was given 45 days in jail, 2 years probation, and $929 in fine and fees. We go ahead 2 months, and on July 28th, 2012, he's charged with protection order violation, also out of Jefferson County. He pled guilty, was given 45 days in jail with credit for 22 days, and $557 in fine and fees, which he has never paid. We go ahead 4 months, and on November 13th, 2012, he's charged with another protection order violation, a misdemeanor out of Jefferson County. He pled guilty. He was given 30 days in jail with credit for 23 days. He was given a $547 fine and fees, of which he still owes $25.63. Now we're going to go ahead, and on 7/14/2020, he's charged with trespassing out of Larimer County, Colorado. He was found guilty, given 6 months unsupervised probation, $81 in fine and fees, and he was ordered to stay away from the USC campus. And we go ahead just under a year, June 21st, 2021, he's charged with trespassing, misdemeanor out of Larimer County, Colorado, and that charge was dismissed. 9 civil cases. And we start those out on October 4th, 2010, where Joy Trust sued Teresa Hamilton for an order of protection out of Jefferson County, and David here was listed under Joy's name. So the temporary order of protection was granted on October 12th, 2000. It was the initial order was granted on 10/4/2000, and on October 12th, 2000, it was vacated. We're going to go ahead now to August 2nd, 2011. Rachel sued David for a domestic abuse order of protection out of Jefferson County. The temp order was granted, and then on August 23rd, 2011, it was vacated. And we go ahead now 5 years, and on September 14th, 2016, David sued Jasmine for an order of protection out of Jefferson County. It says in there is September 15th, 2016 order, and then it says case closed and nothing. So I'm not sure if the order means he was given a protection order from Jasmine or not. It doesn't say. Colorado's not real good on documenting in their court cases there. And we go ahead 3 years now on August 18th, 2019. CNC of Denver sued David out of Denver County, and it doesn't say what it was all about. So we're going to go ahead now to August 5th, 2019. Actually, we're going to go backwards. I didn't put those in the right order. And David and his family sued Amanda for an order of protection out of Jefferson County. And the temp order was granted, and then on August 15th, 2019, it was vacated. December 9th, 2019, David and Rachel, through temporary orders of protection against each other. David went after Rachel in Arapahoe County for domestic abuse order of protection, and his got dismissed. Rachel's, she actually got the temporary order, and then on December 17th, 2019, it was vacated. April 9th, 2014, Rachel went after David again for domestic violence order of protection out of Larimer County, Colorado. This one on April 9th, 2024, just states order and then case closed. So I don't know if that means she is got an order of protection against him or not. I'm kind of leaning towards she didn't, because here's a picture of him wearing a handgun.
One domestic violence like 15 years ago, 3 restraining order violations that fed off of that domestic violence charge.
Okay.
And then a bunch of traffic shit, and then this stuff in Fort Collins.
Okay, so when you say trafficking, you mean drugs, correct?
No, traffic.
Oh, okay, so trafficking. Okay, good deal. So mostly with the DDO. So you've been hit with DDOs before, correct?
What's a DDO? Domestic violence something?
Domestic violence order, DDO.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. I got hit with one of those 15 years ago.
So
yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Was it a DDO or an EPO or an RSO?
It's some kind of domestic violence restraining order. Like, what do you want?
So was there an EPO that followed that, like an emergency protective order, like an intimate threat?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so they issue those for domestic violence. It doesn't even matter.
Right, so it's automatic. Okay, I just wondering if your state was automatic, if it was just something separate had to happen. So
yeah, they got those laws across the country, bro.
Okay, so did they give you a time that you're facing? So you got 2 Class Ds, correct? You got any misdemeanors with it?
Yeah, the child abuse, neglect, animal abuse.
Okay, so you're looking at 1-1 and then 5-5. So you're looking at about 12 years, correct? 13, 15?
Yep, that's what I'm looking at.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and guess this, okay? Yep. So say you're looking at 12 to 15 years. Okay, so the judge is going to look back and they're going to look on everything. And have they gave you any leniency at all?
Mm-hmm.
They have?
Yeah, they've been pretty cool about shit. They know what I was doing when I got these charges.
Okay, do you mind if I ask what you was doing?
I was being a vigilante, going after someone that I don't talk about.
Was it a child?
So check this out. For trying to kidnap my kids. That's what I got in trouble for being a vigilante. I went out to the range. I made a video about stay the hell away from my family, and that's what was used against me.
So you put that video online, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so
I was on some stay away from my kids.
Right. Let me ask you a question. When you was picked up, did they perform any kind of test on you or anything for drugs or alcohol or anything like that? Did they put that in a report of any sort?
Yeah.
Okay, so they did. Okay.
Yep.
Can I ask you? So they probably sobriety you, or did they actually? What did they do to you? Did they give you the test? I mean, was it alcohol? Was it,
They blood tested me.
and it come back positive or negative?
I was carrying an AR pistol with 40-round mag, bro.
So
I
you
came
had
back
to-
positive for weed.
Was it the one that straps to your wrist?
Yeah.
Oh, I love those things, man. I used to love those. I used to.
Bro,
well, anyway,
check this out, bro. They literally charged me for short barrel rifle with that thing.
Really?
It's great. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
If-
I got
if-
pictures of it. I've shown
see,
all of this stuff.
Well,
on
look,
the
if
internet.
they only charged you with a short barrel rifle, they can't charge you. It's not a firearm of some sort. So they didn't get you with a gun charge exactly. They got you with a rifle charge, which is actually a lesser charge than what a handgun or some other sort of weapon would be. Correct?
Right.
Okay. So what you got lucky on is another additional felony. You actually beat that. So that's actually pretty good. But you're still looking at 15, say 12 to 15 years. I'm saying you're going to get about 7 or 8 years. Now, will they make you do anything and give you probation? You know, have you had probation before? Have you ever filled out a PSI?
Yeah, I met with the probation.
But so you had to fill out these papers, PSI, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So if anyone understands
felonies, I'm not tripping.
Okay, so a PSI, what they'll do is they'll pull out everything on you just to make sure if they was to have leniency on you and give you, say, probation. That way, if another charge comes up after your probation, then they'll hit you with it, and then you'll break probation, of course, right? But if anything's in the past,
that's what they're saying. Yes, sir.
Okay, good deal. So, what you're looking at, if the judge, this is all up to the judge. So, this is what the judge gets elected for. This is the thing that the judge has to do. So, the jury's already found you guilty. So, you're going to stand in front of the judge for her. Is it a male or a female judge?
It's a dude.
Okay, so you're gonna stand in front of this judge for him to cast a judgment on you, correct?
Yep.
And he's going to take in consideration. Exactly, pre-sentence investigation. Yes, PSI. He's going to take into consideration of the trial, of your background, and everything. Now, do you currently have work? Are you working or anything?
Yeah, bro. I got 2 jobs.
Okay, so you're working. So, are you going to have your job stand in and say, "Hey, this man's doing that right now"?
Yeah.
Okay, they are. So they're going to come as character witnesses, correct?
Yeah, well, and then the other thing is I own the company that runs all this stuff that sent Bird out to people's houses and that runs the entertainment channel on 303.
Whoa. Okay, so when you're saying you own these, okay, so listen at me. When you're saying
one entertainment company, yeah, no bullshit.
Are these a LLC company or are they privately companies? I mean, what are they?
No,
see if you
it's an LLC company. It's an LLC company.
And we got our header here. We got Mr. 303 Cop Block. That's David Michael, and I crossed out his last name there so we don't get a privacy strike. He was born in August of 1990. He's just a young man. I've got addresses for him in Lakewood and Fort Collins. I believe he's moved from Fort Collins and he now lives in Lakewood. He's owned 3 businesses in his lifetime. We've got 303 Mile High Construction and Maintenance. He's currently delinquent on the registration for that, so I believe that company is now defunct. We've got 303 Multi-Services LLC. Again, he's delinquent on that one on the registration, so I believe that one is defunct. And he's got Pitbull Family Repair and Restore LLC, and he re-registered that on December 2024, so I believe that one is currently valid. Here's a picture of him from April 8th, 2023, wearing a security shirt. Interesting. He's so anti-police and anti-authority, but he was working in security at one time, which I find interesting considering all the charges he has in his past and in the future. So we've got, I believe the name of the company was Sparky's Consultants and Tactics, but I'm not 100% sure. And on April 8th, 2023, I've got a picture of him here. As you can see, he's holding an AR-15. So that's kind of interesting. He's got all these orders of protection against him. He's got all these crimes, yet he's got firearms still. Must be because he's not a convicted felon yet.
So it's an LLC company. And so in your company, of course, you can produce a 5-year tax report, right? For this company either made money, lost money, or broke even. That's the equality, correct? Like in the what has your company done so far? Within 5 years, has it been pliable within 5 years? Has it been erected within 5 years?
Erected? That sounds
that's the word they use. I'm sorry, that's a legal term. When you erect a company,
I made
that's what
the
they use.
channel in 2014.
Okay.
So, and yeah, I've kept my taxes up to date. They don't worry about me. I don't worry about them. We all
So,
good.
right. So this is a reliable source of income, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And I actually made more money over these charges than anyone wants to really admit.
So your Mark, shut up. So your charges, of course, let me ask you a question. So this is a YouTube channel, correct?
Yeah, it's the YouTube channel.
Okay, the 303 channel.
Yeah.
And you're monetized.
Yeah.
And you make good money with that monetization, right?
Yes, Casey, it was worth it. My kid's got a house out of it, and my rent's paid.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, 303. Are you one of those people who you sometimes you have to work paycheck to paycheck just to make ends meet?
Oh, I'm in construction. That's exactly what it used to be.
It is, but you know, with President Trump now, a lot of the construction is being, you know, a lot of the OSHA stuff and all that you have to do. It's being pretty much.
Are all the people in the chat not knowing that I have a house that's paid for?
No, okay, so you have a house that's paid for. That house was built when? What year?
It was built in the 90s.
Within this, what's going to happen is they're going to say most construction workers and most construction businesses, after taxes files and after you pretty much complete everything and what you would make in the West there, and Colorado is a pretty decent place. You're looking around 150 to 160,000 per year for just a small corporation company. Would you say about that's right with correction of money figures?
Not for us. Ours are a little different, but yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty. I'm pretty good at this shit, ain't I?
It's pretty impressive.
Okay, so you would say 150, 160,000, but now with a corporation, you have to split money and stuff and everything. So you're probably looking at that a minimum of probably about 43, 44, maybe 48,000 a year per individual, correct?
Yeah. So I mean, the C Corp only stands as extra barriers. You know what I mean? Like the registered owner of the C Corp is the contact for the attorney.
Oh, okay. So you work up under an attorney, and the attorney holds the face of the company, correct?
Yes, sir. That way they have to contact them. There's no
exactly.
other people's contact information.
And then of course, go ahead. And then of course the attorney can say, well, you know, we work up under this, and he can put his information in instead of people going through you. He can put his information in and pretty much do away with any lawsuit or whatever, because he can also put out a retractable. He can retract things pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just making sure I was right on that. Sometimes, you know, when we get into this, it's kind of a hard situation to think about.
Hey, Gamer Bro, I'll give you my charges. All you gotta do is Discord me.
Okay,
right,
so that's all right. It's all right. Let me ask you a question. Would you could you do me a favor? Would you send me an email right there?
Sure.
Send me an email. Just send me an email. If you really want to put all this behind you, just send me an email. Just send me an email.
You know that I have an active standing good company. Well, then email me. I'll send it to you in the email, Gamer Girl.
So look, just send me an email.
And say that it is.
Just send me an email. I'm going to run it through what's called CGAAIC, and we'll run it through a company-owned business, because your company does report to the Better Business Bureau, correct?
Well, of course.
Okay, I'm just making sure, because some places like these fly-by-night, you know, companies that, you know, they never want to get registered. You know what I'm talking about, and they don't want to put insurance out there for their people in case people gets hurt and all that. So we'll go that route. So I appreciate you, man. And when is your court date again?
I don't know. It's in like a month and a half.
Okay, so when was your prior court dates? That way we can go ahead and we can submit this for you, and we can grab these videos. What is it, about 4 videos from 4 court dates?
Yeah, you're looking at 8 hours long each day.
Yeah, I know, because it's got everything else involved in it, but we'll kind of look into that, and we'll give you a fair shake. I mean, I think we should give them a fair shake. Play these videos out for the people.
Yeah.
For me,
I was
to be
going
honest
to
with
too,
you,
but I haven't gone back, and there's other stuff going on in the case that I can't talk about.
But it'll say it in the trial, right?
It says some of it in the trial, but there's other stuff that's been motioned between then and now.
Hold on with
Anyway, so look, thank you for having me up. I appreciate it, Ernie.
Somebody from the Fulton County Jail just called me. We have a person from the Fulton County Jail just called me, wanting to collect call from the Fulton County Jail. You know what? Fulton County. I know who exactly that is. Mr. 303. Put a light in boat, guys. I had to snitch out a little bit. Did I just say snitch out? Oh shit, sorry. Fuck. I had to like step out just a minute to go. Quit, Lloyd. Quit laughing. You know what I'm getting ready to do. Quit laughing. Put a lightning bolt in the chat if you guys can hear me. I'm sorry I had to step out for a second, but somebody just called me. I do appreciate that. Mr. 303, appreciate you coming up, and we'll get to the bottom of this. We'll find out exactly what's going on. So if you'll email me at shellforces@gmail.com, of course, people can give me the dates of the prior videos that we're looking for, and we can go from there. Well, you see, Casey, I play a dumbass in life sometimes, but I'm not really a dumbass. I actually used to be a hell of a trainer for skip tracing, and I don't know why I was, and I don't even know why in the hell I got picked. It's just like when I had to wear the mushroom hat. That was a crazy idea, and I never want to talk about that again. Now, I do appreciate everybody, and I know we've had a hell of a live today. Whew, I'm telling you, sometimes you got to just take it as it is. Now, you know me, people. You all know me. Child abuse charges with me. It don't set too good. It don't set too good at all. Y'all want to order these videos? Let's do this. Let's order these videos. Who agrees on that? Who wants to see these videos. You know what? I need to order mine as well.